Yeah, just practice. Show me how you've been practicing.
You want it on 10? Okay, Winnie, come on.
Good. Good, we'll just do 2 more, then we'll swap.
Okay.
Good. Let's go ahead and swap. Yes. Good. Good. Atta girl. Very good. So all that looks good. You guys are moving back, which is good. She's got good speed. So what we're gonna do is once you call Winnie, when she comes to you and if you get that auto sit, if you were to move, like let's say like this, what do you think Winnie should do? Correct. She should stick to you. Okay. So. Because we didn't cover that last time, right?
No.
No. Okay, cool. So we're gonna add that in. So everything's gonna stay the same. You're gonna do your standard recall, but once Winnie arrives, you want to make sure to leave some slack, like 8 feet or so, and then you're gonna move in any direction but forward like.
Okay.
Okay. Because if Winnie lands like at your right side and you start to walk straight ahead, I'm not sure if she's default healing or if she's following you because she knows to like stick with you. Same thing if you're gonna go to the left or the right, like you would do very awkward sidestep motions like this, as opposed to turning like this, because again that's forward like it looks like heel. Okay. And I'll coach you the first couple, and then once you got it down, I'll let you just add them on. Okay. And then we'll talk handlers and then we'll talk. Okay. Good. Now here, yep. 2, good. Tap, tap, tap. Good, wait right there. Good. Try backwards. Right, good. Now, no, so only if she doesn't move. Yeah, so try one more time to the left. Yep, tap. There you go. Hold right there. Good, and praise. Good, and then break. Good. We're gonna do 4 more, then we'll swap. Correct, yeah. In terms of where she lands, yeah, anywhere as long as it's real close. Good girl. Good. Tap, right, way right there. Good. Better, that's better. Good girl. Did you release her?
No.
Okay, so here, you want to keep onto that leash because you would want to correct that.
Oh, like.
Because she shouldn't be leaving you, right? So we'll reset. We'll try it again, but keep onto that handle in case that happens. Good. Good. Tap. Right. Tap. Good. Now wait a moment. See what she does. Yep. Now back. Tap. 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 There you go. Great. Now wait a second. Try one more side step. Tap, yep, and then wait. Yep, back, tap, 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 good. Now wait a moment. Good. Now you're gonna go backwards 2 steps, up, tap, tap. So here, don't tell her, jump to the remote, okay? Because she's gonna keep breaking away, and we wanna, this is actually what we're trying to fix here. Is her, once you call her, for no reason, unless you release her, should she leave you, okay? Try to your left again. Right, good. And wait a moment. Wait a moment. And release, break.
Break, Winnie. Break.
Break, break. Good girl. We're gonna try 2 more, then we'll swap.
Can we turn it up at all? You're not 10 right now.
You can go like 12 or something. Good. Good. Right, that's fine. Wait a moment. Good. Right, good. Careful back. There you go. You got it. Good. Did she stop when you tapped?
Yeah.
That was good. Good. And then try one more side step. Right, good. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Now release. Good. One more, then we swap. Good. Good. Good.
Faster?
And then wait. Yep. Careful, tap. Good. Good. And break.
All right, break.
Good. Let's go and swap. Had you seen her do that during the week?
What's that?
When you would call her and she'd like run to the other person?
She's done it a couple times.
Okay.
Not like a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can only do it so long.
Yeah.
And she's been kind of like, we'll do it, but then like we're like playing outside with the ball, and then all of a sudden like I'll say Winnie come when she's on like Leash, I'll pull her in and then I'm like, okay, you're breaking free, and then throw the ball.
Sure.
She takes the 10 steps, stop, and turn around.
And she comes back, yeah.
And then she comes back.
Yeah.
So we have to like,
Yeah.
like get her really like, yeah.
Yeah. So in the beginning, it's normal. You just keep trying.
Right.
And like if she shuts down, then I just like, put the ball away, act like nothing happened, praise her. If there's dogs to play with, you can take her to the dogs.
Yeah, no, they're.
So
she eventually gets there, but it takes a couple of minutes just for her to realize like, oh, we're not.
right.
This is a one-time occurrence. It's not going to be every single.
The repeated, yeah. So we'll do another 5 of these.
Okay.
Same thing if she prematurely breaks. So this exercise, one, it's to create a more cemented, like, don't leave my side because of that movement. But it also forces that problem because as you're moving, sometimes the dogs get confused that when you tap them, it'll push them away. Now in her case, she just assumed that she was done and started taking off. So we would just tap and correct that.
Yep.
So she learns like, I don't leave until given the release. But otherwise she's doing good. Okay.
When you come.
Yeah, the girl. Good. Good. She's just being more cautious. Yeah. Good girl. Good. And release when you're ready. Good girl. We'll do 4 more. Oh, yep, careful. There you go. Good. Atta girl, good job. Good. Good. Atta girl. Good. 3 more.
Should I be tapping also when telling her to come?
Just once at the after the command, Winnie come tap.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I do that for the first few weeks.
Okay.
To force that confusion. If I tap too late, that it might send her away from me, so that I can fix that.
Got it. Okay. Winnie, come.
Good girl. Good. Good, just 1 more.
Good. Praise. Good girl. Very good.
So with practicing this extra step, I don't do it to all the recalls, just every now and then.
Okay.
Okay.
So the con, as you've seen, is like when she gets kind of cautious, she doesn't really want to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay? This adds on to that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, why recall can take the longest, either people don't have immediate access to a park, or if your dog is very cautious, you can only practice so much before it's like, all right, now they're paranoid, now they want to leave.
Right.
Okay? So take the time. So there's no rush to get her to open up.
Yeah.
It'll happen. So this, I just every now and then I tack it on, so we don't make them too paranoid.
Yep.
Okay. We were doing long leash heel last week, correct? With the leash, like the leash in your hand, and you had the big 20-foot leash dragging and just walking.
No, we were gonna get to that today.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So go ahead and go to Winnie's side as if you're in heel position. And what you're gonna do is for this, I take the leash and I put it over my right thumb. Yep. And then you're gonna just throw the leash behind you. So so when you walk past it, it's just dragging behind. There you go. Like that. Perfect. Okay.
Can I take the other one off?
Yeah, you can. All right, so what you're gonna do here is you're gonna say the word heel, and all of your movements stay the same. Okay, your left turns and your pivots, they all stay the same, except now Winnie has up to 25 feet of slack to run off. Okay. Keep your movement. Pretend to stop. Okay, keep your movement. Start the tapping. Eventually, and that leash, and the tension is going to direct her. And when she turns to see what's going on, and she sees you walking away, she should just attach. Okay. And I tap until the dog is at my side.
Got it. Okay.
If Winnie goes all the way to your right side, 20-something feet, what I'll do is I'll turn inside so that she sees my left side to make it easier. Because if you keep it your right side, it's harder for them to connect, but they should come over to the side.
Got it.
Okay?
The practice taps, or is it like tap, 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 quick?
I do tap, 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 tap as my rhythm, and see how she responds. If she's shooting to your leg with that rhythm, it's good.
Okay.
If she's like stalling or resisting, you can then increase the rhythm, or you can start to bump a little bit until she breaks forward and starts to run to you.
And when she goes off, we're here, she goes over by you. I keep tap. Do you do that until she's right here at the side, or if I see her breaking towards me, let go?
I continue until they're here.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So I tap the entire time until I see, boom, you're at my side now. Then I take off the pressure. Because then she's thinking, the faster I get to you, the faster this disappears.
Got it.
Okay. As opposed to the recall, we turn it off when she's coming towards us to let them know that that's correct. Right. But in this case, I'm keeping it on, so she's wanting to get to that side much faster.
Got it.
Okay. So whenever you're ready, heel. Good turn. Good pivot. Good. Good. Good turn. And what I'm going to have you do here is go ahead and pick up your pace. Oh, that's good. Good girl. Good. 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 Then come to a stop when you're ready. Good. And I'm going to have you, and this we're going to correct this. Tap, tap. Right, wait a moment. Now, yep, wait a moment. Wait.
I'm gonna take that for now. Now, because she's laying down, we're gonna tap that.
Okay.
There we go, tap. Good. And then wait a moment, and go to just, there we go. Good, because you should be holding a sitting position.
Yep.
The recall, I don't care. If they sit or down, I just care that they're stuck to me and they go into some kind of stationary position.
Okay.
If you would like her to favor one command over the other, like let's say the sit, you would just reinforce the sit as opposed to allowing the down. Okay. But for me, like I don't care where the dog lands, I just want them immediately next to me. And the sit or down, I don't personally care. But if you'd like the her to be consistent, most people opt for the sit. Okay. What I'm gonna have you do here is do heel 5 steps and then come to a stop. Right, tap. And wait a moment. Just let her figure it out. And wait a moment. That's okay. I'm gonna just care that she's puts her butt in the sit. Okay, even though she's out of position.
Yep.
That's fine. And then going to go into a heel again.
Yep.
Good. Stop when you're ready. Right, wait a moment. And wait, right there. Almost. Almost. And what you can do here, that's fine. She got it. Good, good, good. Okay. Yeah. You can give a little bit of a directional pressure.
Oh, just pull up a little bit.
Yeah. And for the, because right now, what's happening is she's being more cautious because she's more of a submissive, like soft energy. So that's why she keeps laying down.
Yep.
Okay. Eventually, she's going to learn, because the reason why we're not saying anything here is if you would have said sit and like she did it, it's no longer a heel. She's now in a sit, okay? And you're not teaching her that when she's in heel to not down. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if she downs and you tap her, you're telling her you're not supposed to do that, and then she goes into that automatically. Is she's gonna start breaking away from those auto downs, and she's gonna keep the sitting position, which would then prevent that from happening, because if we're not tapping her, she's not gonna move all over, okay? So what we're gonna do is add random right turn. So when you turn to the right like this, the soft right, you turn out of peripheral right here. Okay, so like right now we have our crossovers, we have our pivots. So when I do long leash, I like to do this random right turn to immediately create space from the dog. Okay, so you're gonna be walking Winnie, and it's out of nowhere, you're just gonna turn like that. Okay,
Don't really stand out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're doing this with the intention of creating space to remote her, to get her to either run to our side, or if she panics or gets confused, force the issue from running away so that we can prove that she always comes to the left.
Got it.
Okay?
Good. Hit her and get up again.
Yep. Right, and wait a moment, see what she does. Tap. Right. Right, wait a moment. She's just thinking it through. Get a little bit of an upward, low slight pressure up for her. There we go, atta girl, good job. There you go. Yep, tap. And wait a moment. Good. Tap. Wait a moment. Good girl. Good girl. And heel.
Alright, so now start.
Yep.
Just sharp right turns.
Correct. So you'll go into a heel, get some rhythm going, and then like I like to do the sharp right turns when I'm going at a quicker pace, because it's really just like random.
Yep. Okay. Winnie, heel.
Right. Good.
Good. Oh, that was a good one. Good girl. Good girl. Excellent. Okay. Yep. Wait a moment. Tap. Right. Wait a moment. Watch your legs. There you go. Good girl. So, simple exercise there. Okay. I'm gonna have you try it one more time, but I'm gonna have you increase your speed a little more.
Okay.
And get more of a, like, you can do the other turns as well. And then once you get a good pace going, try the random right turn. Okay.
Winnie, heel.
Nice, tap. There we go. Good. Tap, tap. There we go. Good. Good.
Really pretty.
Oh yeah, look at that. Good girl. Tap. Good. And then slow to a stop. There we go. Good. Wait a moment. Yep. She's like, if I wrap your legs up, you can't do anything. All right, let's go and swap handlers here. That was good. Right, and then if you want, you can use the leash to grab the red leash to give her a little bit of tension up to help a little bit. There you go. Good. Yeah, just do some normal healing here. Good pivot. Good crossover. Good. Good turn. Good. Go ahead and get ready to come to a stop. Okay. Go ahead and just pivot so that she's on your left. There you go. Yeah, it works. Heel. There you go. Good. Good. Go into normal heel again. Good. Good. And go ahead and come to a stop. Good girl. So now you're going to do the heel and you'll do your turns, but now you're going to start adding in those random right turns. Yeah. And then, like, I'd watch her, and if you see her like look at something, like if she looked at the streets and you're going that way, I try turning there. So I do it when she's actually not paying attention to catch her off guard, you know? Yeah, it's okay. I mean, she's actually like been paying really good attention, but whenever you work with her, like
quick.
When you see her after.
yeah. And I only do this with the long leash.
Okay.
There you go. Good. 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 And go ahead and bring Winnie over and then come to a stop. Now, when she does her training, right, have you guys tried giving her any kind of like cheese or anything like that? No?
No.
I would try it to help balance her out a bit because she's getting a little like antsy. And we'll see if like right there, see how like she sat by your side? Like I'd feed that. Like she knows how to do it, but so that we can prevent like all that shifting around.
Okay.
And see how she does. And I would just start with a couple because if a dog is too stressed out, they're not going to take the food.
Okay.
And and the reason why I said cheese or hot dog or turkey or bologna or whatever is when I train, I actually use the good stuff.
Okay.
Okay, because if I'm going to ask like for high level off leash obedience, the payout's got to be equal.
Yeah.
Okay? So, and it doesn't create picky eaters or anything like that. So I would just maybe bring a little bit of a cheese to see, is she going to take it? Because if she ends up not taking it, you don't want to be stuck out there with a bunch of food in your hand.
Right.
Okay? And if she does well with it, I have no problem with incorporating it because now you have a good grasp of how like the e-collar works. And it's just for like when I see like little problem areas like that. Otherwise, you know, you just keep practicing, and then over time, all that stuff should just kind of clear up. Okay. So now, when you do your recall exercises, you can switch it up a bit, and not just like, you know, come. You can start throwing in a little bit of heel.
Got it.
Okay. And like when I did this with my guys, when I was transitioning them to off leash, I would put them on the long leash and hold it like this, and then where I was at the time, there was like farmland, and I could just walk, you know, with them at my side, and there was no problem if like they took off or something, you know. And let me think. So you can do this at Travis, walking her through the dogs while they're playing and stuff for some good distraction. See how she does. And then the next stage with this would be like the long leash dragging. You know, and then after that you go to like a tennis court in the wintertime. Nobody plays there. You can do off leash heel and practice within there. And then after that you should have a pretty solid heel command.
I mean, I've worked with her just like coming in from the park.
Sure.
Without the leash on.
And
you know, she immediately comes when, you know, she goes to one guy, he gives her a treat.
Sure.
And then she comes right to me.
Sure.
Sure. And I tell her go because she always gives her a treat before.
Yeah, it's okay.
One for the road. She knows it. But no, she like has no issues. Comes right to me, and we walk right by my side, no leash. We go right in.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
Yeah, she's. I mean, with the distractions, I think she's doing okay. I don't want to say good yet because I haven't had like a big distraction.
Sure.
So.
And her number been like around that 12 or so range?
Yeah, I think I hit 18 at one point. But
that's
it.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Maybe 20, but nothing more than that.
Yeah. No. So her personality is soft.
Yeah. And
everything I saw here was good. Like she was when you were doing your walking, like she was paying attention.
Okay.
And that's why we need the heel to be super tight. Is because if there's any space, then we're risking the dog going off. And then also it's weird when people when they first start to like actually use the off leash heel. Like if you're just using it from like the park to your house, it's like, you know, so much of a distance. But when you're on an actual walk for like 30 minutes with your dog off leash, it's a little bit weird. And then you want to get sensitive to like some dogs when they walk, they'll bump against the owner. So then you just get used to that rhythm of them like bumping against you. Or if they have like their dog tags will sound a certain way when they're walking next to you. And I get used to that. So like when I used to walk as many as 4 dogs off leash in the South Loop, all like that in a tight structure. And I knew what their tags sounded like when they were all there. So then if it got a little quieter, I would turn and like it'd be like my Chihuahua trying to pee on a pole or something. You know, so you get sensitive to those things and aware of them so that you can have her off leash but not have to be constantly staring to see if she's there.
Yep.
Okay, so all that looked good. What we'll do here, whenever someone needs to do the recall, almost always the dog is moving away from them.
Yep.
So what I like to do here is whoever has, so you're gonna do the recall, and then you'll have Winnie, you're gonna start next to each other, okay? And then you're gonna start walking with Winnie, and you're gonna hang down. And as he's walking with Winnie, we're trying to create that movement away, right? You're not gonna say heel. You're just gonna take Winnie, you're gonna walk with her, and the moment she says Winnie come, you're gonna drop your leash, you're gonna keep moving, okay? You start tapping and moving back, she's probably going to get confused.
Yeah.
She's probably going to think heel,
Right.
okay? It's normal. And what we're trying to create here is as she's walking away, when you call her, she just deflects or curves off of you and starts to return, okay? And so kind of like where she picked up the pattern of calling from each other, dogs will also pick up the pattern of, oh, at X distance when they call me, and you'll start to see them preemptively turn around and come. So what you can do in the beginning is you walk together, and then once you're ready, you just stop and you let them keep going, and then you give the recall about halfway through the length of the leash. So it still gives you about another 10 to 15 feet to try to make her return with just a remote, okay? So by you walking behind them just a little bit allows you to vary the distance of which you're gonna actively call them, okay? Questions?
No.
All right. Good?
Winnie, come.
Yep, good. And tap for the sit. Good.
Tap to sit.
Yeah, there you go. And praise. Good girl.
Good girl, Winnie.
Good. We'll repeat that a few more times, then we'll swap. And I'd call her a little sooner,
Sooner, okay.
because that was
Like it's
just
like-
towards the end of the leash, and you want to give yourself some slack to work with.
Okay. Winnie, come.
Yeah, tap, tap, back. Good. Add a girl.
Winnie, come.
There you go. That was a good one. Tap, tap. Yep, good. Add a girl. Good job, good job. Go and do 3 more.
Oh yeah, I don't have to leave.
There you go. You got it. Good.
Winnie, come.
There you go. Add a girl. Good girl.
Winnie, come.
There you go. Good girl. Good. We're going to do 1 more, then we'll swap.
Good girl, Winnie.
And right when you called her, I saw her head start to buck back because she knew she was supposed to do something, but she hasn't quite learned she's supposed to curve out.
Winnie, come.
Good girl. Good. Let's go and swap.
Girl, Winnie.
Winnie, come.
Oh, it's a good one. That was a good one. Atta girl. There it is. A little sad sit, but it's a sit. Good. Good. 4 more.
Winnie, come.
Good. Yeah, good girl. Good job.
Exercise, so it doesn't matter if she sits or...
I'm sorry?
For this, it doesn't matter if she sits or lays, right?
For the recall?
Yeah.
Personal, so I don't care, but if you want a consistent,
Just, okay.
yeah, then reinforce it. So are you wanting like the consistent sit?
What's that?
Did you want her to sit consistently when you call her?
I'd like to at least at first.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So that,
I mean, if we're sitting here
I don't
for
know
like.
if it makes it easier for her sitting with heel, if she's just always sitting by us.
yeah, I was gonna say it keeps those uniform, and then what you can do is if you see her struggling with the down and the sit with the recall, is if you decide to use food, if she sits on her own without the downing, you would feed those, and if she downs, you correct them.
Okay.
And then she'll start to favor the sit. Okay.
Should we do any more?
I would do 3 more.
Okay. Winnie, come.
Good girl. Good girl. Right, keep going, keep going. There you go. Good girl.
Winnie, come. Winnie, come.
Good, and last one.
Winnie, come.
Yep, you got it. It's okay. Yep, you got it. You got it. Good girl. Good. Go ahead and put her in the heel. Let's bring Winnie this way. There we go. And slow to stop. There we go. She keeps going to the right side. All right. So then, like the next step from that would be like running.
Yep.
Right? Because that's even more realistic.
Yeah.
And then the final step is like one of you guys would be playing with Winnie with a toy or something, just kind of around while the other person's hanging back, and then a random recall while she's engaged in play.
Got it.
Okay. And this is kind of like when I have, so ideally I use the environment as much as possible. But if like you go out and nobody's outside or anything like that, and you're trying to practice more realistically, that's why we can recreate that. Okay.
Got it.
Can it be practiced in the house, like practicing in the kitchen, just to see if she'll come from the living room to me?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, like just,
a real common thing is like, so since we tend to practice outside, like you'll see like Winnie will be great outside,
Right.
but then when you call her inside, she won't respond.
okay. So
Because it
practice
doesn't
inside
transfer.
too.
Got it.
Yeah. So you can also do it inside. And inside, like let's say you're in the kitchen and she's like laying on the bed or something, a dog bed, and you can say, Winnie, come, and then have something for her.
Okay.
Like, you know, like cheese or turkey there, you know.
Okay.
I'm not against food. I use food all the time. I just, you guys aren't dog trainers. So this, I know this by itself will get the result one way or another. I'm just trying to balance it out.
Right.
But otherwise, if you decided not to, it would just take longer for her to stabilize, right?
Okay.
The food just helps speed that up.
Yeah.
But here, like within the home, like if you do a recall, like, and I do it when I know the dog's gonna do it. Like you can kind of tell, where it's like, oh, if I call her, like she's probably not gonna come right now, and if I have no means of making her return, then I don't even try it. Okay. But if I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she's gonna come, and I call her, and I can feed her, like that's a success. We're trying to get as many successes so she doesn't become a gambler and think like, well, you called me and it didn't come, and it wasn't an issue.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to avoid.
And we don't typically keep the collar on her in the house.
Yeah, you don't need it in the house.
Okay.
You can like
just use like reinforcement food.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then it'll kind of balance things out a bit.
Yep.
And then for the heel, you've been doing it already.
Yep.
And if you want to start applying it during the recall, so you like kind of breaking things up a bit.
Yep.
You can start doing that as well. And then so that's both recalls. So the next thing would be a stationary command. I use place. I think it's like the easiest thing. It's like either a dog bed or a towel or a blanket or whatever.
Yep.
Unless there's something that you, obedience-wise, would want to teach her. And I carry a placemat in my car, so you don't need to bring anything.
Okay.
But if there's like something else you'd rather teach her, just let me know. But that's typically like, what are you guys doing, 6?
Yeah.
Is the trifecta of dog training is the walk and feed, the come to me, and then the don't move.
Got it.
Okay, so then the place command would be the don't move. Super easy, it's typically one class. And the 6th class can either be an overview of like all these things, make sure everything's good, or something else. Okay, you just let me know. Questions?
Yeah. Winnie, we only have 2 more.
She's doing good. She's got good speech, she's got good response. Then it's just time and practice to build it to be as reliable as possible.
Yep.
And yeah, good. Right. Awesome job, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Can you see with that thing?
A little bit.